Hello, it's the Creator Showcase. I'm a dog.
Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 8 of the FM Creator Showcase. Thank you very, very much for dropping by. So today is a bit of a special one. We are for the first time putting 3 creators out on this episode. It's also special because one of those creators is the biggest creator that we have had so far on the showcase. So that's exciting too. So if you are coming over as a result of that, make sure you go out and check out some of the previous episodes in the showcase. Now, if you don't know what this is all about, because if this is your first time, it might not be obvious. The showcase is basically where we look at mainly smaller creators, look at their channels and hear about what the creators are all about, what their channels are like, what inspired them to get started, all this sort of stuff. And we also see a little bit of their gameplay. The idea being you guys can find some new creators to watch on YouTube, and hopefully it gives the smaller creators a few more subscribers and a few more people interacting on their channel, because this is what this is all about, sort of making sure that the FM community kind of supports each other. So one little point of note before we get going. So yesterday for me, which was Saturday, I spent my evening in a charity stream with Chasing Lamy and a few other people. He was trying to reach £200 for an autism charity, didn't quite get there. So what he will be doing is another live stream, details yet to be determined. But at the end of that, once he reaches that £200 mark, he will be giving away a free copy of FM20. So if you are there at the £200 mark when that goes up, there will be a free copy of FM20. I think he'll chuck the Steam key in the comments, and then whoever gets there first wins. So it is well worth going along to the charity stream when that drops. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's all for a good cause as well. So if you fancy dropping a few quid onto his Just Giving page, I'll also leave a link to that as well below. Okay, so on to the showcase. We've got 3 creators, as I said. Let's see who we've got. So, first up, we have BadJokesGaming, around about 500 subscribers, doing very, very well. He likes a bad joke. Make sure you stick around for that. He'll be kicking this off. I'm not going to say who the second one is first, because it's exciting. It's exciting. Build it up in the best way I can, which is very badly. So the third creator who'll be featuring on this is Parkera Games, our friend from New Zealand. Great creator, well worth going along if you haven't checked him out yet. So he's our third creator, and stuck in the middle with those two, it's only bloody Bobby G Gaming. Yeah, the man himself. Absolute legend for doing this. He's come along. He has done he's done a bit to camera. So if you've ever wondered what the man behind the Carrot of Doom looks like, you will find out. You just have to wait a little bit. Make sure you check out the other 2 creators, but Bobby G is primed and ready to go, in top form as well. In absolutely top form. It is a must. I was going to say a must miss. It's a must not miss. Must not miss. Okay, guys. Well, let's go and meet BadJokesGaming and get you primed up and buttered up and ready to go for Bobby G and Parkera. Okay, guys. See you in a second. Goodbye.
Alright guys, I'm Spencer, aka Bad Jokes. I'm 29 years old, originally from Romford in Essex. I've spent 15 years of my life in Kings Lynn in Norfolk. Remember them 2 words, Kings Lynn, because they're gonna be important in this video. But now I find myself in South Wales, just outside Newport. I'm a massive West Ham fan, and as the name BadJokesGaming suggests, I love a good bad joke. And so yeah, I've been playing these kind of manager games for the last 20 years of my life, and it's always been such an obsession that even from when I was little, like 8, 9, 10 years old, people would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would always answer, that was a weird way to answer that, wasn't it? But yeah, I would always answer it, I want to be a manager. I don't want to be a footballer, I don't want to be a fireman, I don't want to be an astronaut, I don't want to be anything else. I want to be a football manager. Basically, this is back when West Ham was good. This is back when we had Harry Redknapp managing us. So I wanted to be Harry Redknapp. Not so sure that's a good thing after him being in a jungle last year and after all the other stuff. He's been apparently doing all the dodgy deals and all that. Don't quite want to be him anymore. But yeah, you get the point. I wanted to be a football manager from day dot of playing these games. The obsession grabbed me, and it has not let go. And that leads me to where we are right now in my life, really. I've got the closest I'm ever going to get because I'm doing football manager content on my YouTube channel. You are mainly going to find Let's Plays. I've been doing content since May the 1st, 2017. I almost called my channel Mayday FM. So almost, but I think Bad Jokes sounds better for the channel. It suits me more. It's more of what you're going to get when you do watch one of my videos. But yep, I do mostly Let's Plays. I have done a few experiments in the past, but they're not really where my heart is. I love doing Let's Plays. I love playing the game. And so we've got that, and we've got Pro Evo 2020 as well, with the Diego Maradona West Ham series. And as for the year coming up, I'm planning on doing a King's Lynn series, which I have already started. We are 7 episodes in as of recording. Just finished season 1. So if you've not seen that yet, go and check that out. It's a series I'm really enjoying. I think it's my favourite content I've done ever. First highlight of the second half, Henderson with the free kick and Rory McCauley making up for some defensive errors there. He's got himself his first goal of the season. And now, is that a little bit of hope that we need to get back into this game? The numbers are good on the channel, so yep, everything is good as far as that series is going at the minute. It's a series I'm really passionate about because, like I say, I spent 15 years of my life in King's Lynn, and it's a team I used to go and watch. I used to work in the subway, literally a minute over the road from the ground, so I would go and watch games afterwards when I would finish early when I was working there. It's a team I'm really, really passionate about. I've travelled all over the country watching them when I was back living there. So yeah, I'm really passionate about the team. It's a series I'm really passionate about. I'm so happy they're in the game for only the second time in their history. It's a series I'm planning to keep going all the way through to FM21. It's a series I really do want to complete. If I could get King's Lynn up to the Premiership, that would be A, a miracle, because I'm not the best at this game, but B, it would be probably one of the biggest achievements of my life. I think, so if you want to see someone chasing one of the biggest achievements of their life on a video game, then yeah, please, please, please check out my series. And if you're new to the channel, what content do I think you should check out? Other than the King's Lynn stuff, I would go and check out my very short-lived East Ham series. At least go and check out the first episode. In forward to Bottomer, and can he find a teammate, or is he going to run at him? He goes inside to Kane, and Calvin's through in space. Calvin shoots, Calvin scores, and can you believe it? East Ham FC, in their first ever game, have taken the lead. It's my most viewed video by far. I think last time I checked it was on 9,500 views or something around that mark. So yeah, go and check that out. That's my favourite video I have ever done. I really should have kept that series going, but stuff happens. And as for why I started creating YouTube videos, mainly it's to keep the missus happy. Because even before I started doing YouTube videos, I was doing all the usual stuff that I'm sure most content creators have done, where they'd be in their bedroom playing the game, but they'd be having press conferences in their heads. Or I'll be walking around town, obsessing, going, oh, I've got to sign this guy, I've got to sign that guy, I've got to do this tactic, got to do that tactic. I was pretty much doing all the skits and doing all the planning and everything you would do for a YouTube channel without actually doing videos. And so for a few months before I started doing YouTube, my missus was nagging at me and she was going, oh, you should do videos, you'd be really good. So pretty much I just did it just to shut her up and to keep her happy and just to give it a go. But now I'm doing it, I'm absolutely loving it, and it's something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. So you might as well subscribe now. Get in early before I'm a 74-year-old man still doing videos and I've only got like 5,500 subs, even though I've been doing it for 50, 60 odd years. The content I love watching on YouTube the most, there's a guy by the name of Parkera Gaming. I'm sure most of you have heard of him. He's a fantastic American YouTuber. His videos make me laugh so much. I love his stuff. I've been watching his content for the last couple of years, even since before he blew up when he did his video on America failing to qualify for the last World Cup. I was watching his stuff before that, and then just to see how far he's grown is just really good, because he really does deserve it. He does very funny videos. I love watching his stuff. And it's mainly humorous FM videos that I like to watch. Obviously, with a name like Bad Jokes, it's not going to be serious, is it, people? And so, anybody else? That guy JC as well, that man, how has he not got 20, 30, 40,000 subs? I don't know, because the man is bloody hilarious. I love watching that guy JC. He makes me laugh so much. And Curtie's back on YouTube. I'm loving watching his stuff, his new sort of videos. I like watching his stuff. And yeah, I just love watching FM content. FM content is the best content on YouTube for me. It's the only content I really watch. So yeah, anybody new, let me know, because I love checking out new FM people. My only other thing to say is follow me on Twitter at BadJokesGaming. And yep, guys, please do subscribe to my channel at BadJokesGaming. It's going to be a fantastic year on the channel. I've got some big plans for the King's Lynn series. Hopefully it's going to make the channel absolutely explode. But yep, guys, that is all from me. Thank you very much. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to Bobby G Gaming. It's the Custard Prophet. Okay, so I am Bobby G. This is not my channel, but the Custard Prophet has been very kind and invited me on to come and chat about my FM 2020 content. So I'm a 34, almost 35-year-old, married, one kid. Where the hell did life go wrong? Living down in New Zealand. So I was born and bred in Nottingham. Didn't grow up a Nottingham Forest fan. Holy shit, no. I grew up a Rochdale fan, actually. And my dad was a Burnley fan. So now I am one of those people that can turn around and say, hey, I support two teams. I support Rochdale and support Burnley for the old man. Now, I started my channel about 2.5 years ago. And it was after, and I'll touch on it at the end, I had a substantial brain injury. I had a really bad concussion from wrestling. Put me kind of out of sorts. Can't do any sport anymore. Can't track balls. Can't do anything like that. And I was like, you know what? I love Football Manager. I ended up stumbling across Golden FM's Regen Rovers series on FM 2017. I was like, this is phenomenal. Love this shit. I'm going to go do the same, but do it really badly, especially to start with. So my channel, it's very similar to a lot of channels. I think a lot of Football Manager channels are very similar. You know, you do a save or you do experiments. Mine, I don't necessarily do many experiments, but I am into my long-term saves or challenges. Anyone can manage Man United and do well. Anyone can manage Man City and win Champions League. Mine, well, they've kind of taken a little bit of a turn. We normally do some sort of Journeyman on the channel. Football Manager 2018 we did a Journeyman. Football Manager 2019 we did a Journeyman. But the series that really, I feel, make my channel stand out to the others is 2018 we did the San Marino Challenge. We managed the San Marino Calcio in Serie D, took them all the way up, won the Champions League 5 times. And Football Manager 2019 we managed FC Vaud. Now, they are in the Swiss Challenge League, which is tier number 2 of the Swiss League, but they're a Liechtensteiner team and the only professional Liechtensteiner team around. So what we did, we took them and we went, worked our way up, won the Europa League to qualify for the Champions League and went on and won 2 Champions League. Epic, 100-episode series. Then we simulated 35 years into the future, realised they were shit, saved them from relegation, and went and did it all again. So now Football Manager 2020's here, content on YouTube is just going through the roof. I think the quality and standard of content that people are putting out is better than what it's been over the last few years. And hopefully my content is kind of seeing the same growth path. You ideally, when you start out, you know you're going to be hearing, you're like, oh, I'm not very good at this, I don't really know how to talk, yada yada. And then you just kind of work your way up and you get more comfortable doing what you're doing and you really get engrossed into storytelling. And Football Manager 2020 for me, there's a couple of biggies. One is the beta, bummer, where we did Saving the Saints. And that's still ongoing. I'm not sure how many seasons that's going to be. It's going to be 3 or 4. Year number 1, spoiler alert, we saved them. Year number 2, we're looking to progress and start to work our way up and start winning some trophies with them. But it's been really good and really well received by the community so far.
Oh, great interception there. Back to Caceres. Back to David Neres. Are we going to get the ball over the top? Danny Ings. 4th chance at the game. He's finished it. Oh, the Dan Meister General back in a Southampton shirt after injury makes it 1-0. And we are straight into another goddamn highlight, literally from kickoff. It is non-stop.
And then there's 2 big saves. So I normally do run 2 because for me, that just works out better. Some people are like, how can you have 2 big saves? Well, if you've got a small family and you work long hours like I do, actually having 2 saves is a damn sight easier to do and put out constant quality content. Oh, too many C's. So we started the Pentagon Challenge, which has been fantastic. Every episode's getting way above 1,000 views at the moment. By the time this comes out, it might have dropped off a little bit because those views from my channel are quite a lot. I've got about 6,500 subscribers and normally average around 300 views an episode. So it is a little bit higher than what it normally is at the moment. Pentagon Challenge is you've got to win all 5 Champions Leagues on the vanilla version. So there's no additions into the game. There's no cheating. There's attribute masking on. It's as hard as possible. You've got to go through unemployed, win all 5 Champions Leagues to complete the challenge.
This is great football. Shafiq, Stewart. Oh, right-hand Stewart. 2-1 to the Warriors. Oh, pot noodle. You play with the ball, you get the horns. Ignatius Ang finds Shafiq. Quick ball. No one closes Stewart down. He's got plenty of time to just curl in a worldie right into the top bin. 2-1.
And then the other one is the Creator Club Series Twat FC. So what we've done is we've created Twat FC. That is a small town in the Orkney Islands. You've probably seen it. You've probably seen signposts saying twat and a picture of someone next to it. Well, we have created them on the game. We're starting in the lower league echelon of Scottish football and we're looking to take them all the way. And what has made this quite special, for me anyway, is that so many of you guys have joined the series. You know, people have joined in from the aspect that they are created as a player in the game or as a youth intake player or as a director of football through the channel membership. And the response has been overwhelmingly phenomenal. Like, I'm really taken back by how good it has been. And it's pushing me as well. It's pushing me to make things even better and make the quality of the episodes even better. If you're new to my channel, I'd probably just say take a seat back. I'm quite fast-paced. I'm quite highly energetic. I'm a little bit more out there than your common and guard of Football Manager content YouTuber. I've got a bit more energy going on in my life. And, you know, the wife needs to tell me to take downtime because I'm a little bit out there. I would suggest starting with the San Marino Challenge. Maybe even the FC Vaud one, because I look at the San Marino Challenge now when it started and I'm like, oh, you weren't very good there. Whereas when Vaud started, I actually thought 2019 was the best quality content I put out. So I'd recommend that, and I'd also recommend the Journeyman on Football Manager 2019. That was a whole heap of fun. So many of you guys were invested in it as well. So yeah, start there. Whose content do I watch? I actually watch, especially at the start of Football Manager, I watch loads. Literally loads. There's the big guys. I like Loki Doki. Love Loki Doki. Not like that. Always support my Kiwi brother, Parkera Games. I found myself getting into a bit of second yellow card last year as well. I quite like his style. He's quite fast-paced, a bit like me. And then there's a couple that kind of go under the radar, and this is these are the tweets you see saying, hey, who else is new around here? And there's two for me towards Football Manager 2019, and one of them I really got into really late. So A-Bomb FM. He did a fantastic save with Dynamo Dresden last year. I don't know what his FM20 save is going to be, but I know he's doing Man United on the beta. I really highly recommended him and think he's highly underrated. I tell you what, my accent does my bloody head in. It's going from one thing to the other. Too long living down in New Zealand with a Kiwi wife, and I've got an 18-month-old who's got a little Kiwi accent. What's that about? And the other one would be Andy Gold. I really enjoyed his... he did a Brexit save, or Best of British save on 2019. A bit of a journeyman save. He's not rolled out any FM20 content yet, but really good. And one guy actually I've just started watching on FM20 is the worst football manager ever. It's bloody brilliant. Funny as fuck. Any other business? I've got an agenda from the Custard Prophet, and he's like, any other business? Any other business is where everyone goes like, oh yeah, which pub are we going to? The only other business from me is anyone wanting to start YouTube, do Football Manager content. It's just go fuck it. Just go do it. Buy a microphone, start recording, and start being shit. You got to start being shit. If you go back and you watch the Lujo or Loki Doki and sort their videos by the oldest, holy crap, they're crap. They've got to start somewhere, and you've got to start building a base from somewhere. And your videos will get ranked. The longer you do this, the better your videos will get ranked. So you've just got to go out there and start, boys. The other one on a bit of a downside is I suffer from something called post-concussion syndrome. I used to be a professional wrestler, had a pretty substantial head injury, affects my day-to-day life for the last 3 years. So my only advice to you is don't fuck up your brain. And finally, just a massive shout out, Custard Prophet. He's doing some really, really good things for the Football Manager community. A hell of a guy. Hell of a series he's got going on. Just, if you can get this, if you see this, if you're pushed over from my channel, drop and subscribe and help keep growing his channel because he's doing some great things. And as always, we sign it off the same. You've been legends. Till next time. I don't do that normally. I don't do video. I don't have a video. It's awkward.
G'day folks, Parkera here and welcome. Thanks to having me on to answer some questions, to jibber and jabber, because you know I will be doing that all about me, myself and Parkera Games. Whew, I thought that was a pretty good intro. What do you reckon? Alright, so I am Parkera, aka Aaron, but Parkera Games on Twitter and also YouTube. And I am from New Zealand, born and bred here in little old New Zealand. And just about, I'm north of Taupo at the moment, but originally from Auckland City. Primarily, the content I put out is Football Manager related content. There's a sprinkling of experiments there. There's some like channel updates, jibber jabbers as I call them. And also the attempts or introducing other games. EU4, Imperial Rome, a bit of trucking with American Truck Simulator and European Truck Simulator, but apart from those, it's mostly Football Manager related content, let's plays, and a few little experiments thrown in as well. The original experiments was the Kiwi Kids, a New Zealand Wonder Kids experiment, little mini series there. With the beta, I released a lot of FM Predicts videos that just have a look at the main leagues in some of the countries. We holiday a year ahead and see what the game predicted. 2 series primarily. Both will be a journeyman, but different from each other. Both different in regards to traditional journeymans, I feel anyway, with a twist. And a sprinkling of experiments and look-sees, I guess you could say, that will come during the season. Not sure when, but in terms of the series, like I mentioned, 2 journeymans, but I was looking for something a bit different from the old traditional journeyman, really. I did a 1 club challenge last year. I didn't really want to repeat that so much this year. So this year we're going to kick off the full release with a Lancashire lad. That's what it's called. It's called the Lancashire lad, and it is a Lancashire journeyman, basically. I will be restricted to only managing teams in Lancashire. At the moment, in the default database, so we're not using any lower league databases or created custom ones, we are looking at only those teams from the Conference North and South. There is no teams in the Conference North and South from Lancashire itself anymore because of Chorley being promoted last season to the Conference National, and Chorley are the team that we will be taking over and starting our Journeyman series with. The idea is, as most Journeymans, is you get to the top of the pops, as high as you can go with a team and try and win as much as you can. So you want to get into the Premiership and win the league and then try and get, from there. So that's the Lancashire Lad. I'm really excited about bringing that to you. Look out for a little intro video too, proudly created with full help from Bobby G as well. So look out for that, hopefully dropping New Zealand time Monday night. So Monday morning coming. May already be out. Depends when this is released. The other, now that will hopefully will go till February, maybe March. We will be then bringing in the second series, another Journeyman, but again, like I mentioned, with a difference. You're talking the Puppet Manager, a series that I originally had announced that was going to start the FM journey off with, but I did change my mind and replace it with the Lancashire Lad. The reason I changed my mind is because with all the new information was coming out in regards to some of the new features, and a lot of them were related, well, not a lot, but a big chunk of it was also related to staffing and how they had overhauled and made a lot of changes. And looking at the beta and having the opportunity to play with the beta, I'm glad I did put it off, because there's a lot of changes from FM19 where you just had a director of football and he could do this, that, and the other thing. But now you're going to have the technical director and the loan manager. So I'm going to be, with this Journeyman, what it basically means is I'll be the manager of a club, trying to move my way up the ranks. But every single club I go to, I will not have a say in the hiring and firing of staff or players or anything else. So the director of football will take care of what he takes care of. If there's a technical director or a loan manager, that's their job. They'll be taking care of that. All my job will be to do is take the players that I've got, make a player tactic that I choose, or tactics and style I choose within the club vision, so more restriction probably, and try and win and bring success to varying clubs, as at the same time building my reputation. So that's another one with a twist. I'm looking forward to doing that, and I'm glad I did actually postpone that off. So again, that'll come on probably late February or March, depending, and hopefully run and push into towards the end of FM20's season. So you're probably talking July, August maybe. I would probably recommend you, even though it's not a Journeyman, it's a one club challenge, I would recommend probably Clyde FC, up the Bully Wee series. It ran quite a number of episodes, probably well over or close to 100 episodes if I had named and labelled every episode with a number.
Football manager, so I know the reputation and everything else. Oh, this has got to be a goal. Yes, Lockhead. Beautiful goal there. Let's have a look at that again. Nice, excellent placement there. Man, Johnny on the spot there.
It was the series that took me from League 2, and the idea was to try and get into the Premiership, and with a bit of a success along the way. And yeah, we did that. We got to the Premiership with a little bit of success along the way. I'm not going to say any more. You have to watch and find out. If you want to jump into the beginning, go for it. If you want to jump in towards the end, yep, go for it. Probably even if you want to just jump into the last season, there's enough action-packed content going through there that kind of really does tops off the end season in a way. So it's pretty good actually to go and check out if you're new to the channel. If you want to just have a look at some of the little experiments as well, like the ones that have just been released with the beta, FM Predicts, that'll give you a little taste as well. Now, what made me start FM videos? An operation, basically. I got laid off, emergency surgery in June. My contract for my job was running out in July, so I'm basically unemployed. I was in hospital for 3.5 weeks. It took me until probably November to fully recover. When I was home, I was basically either in bed or limited to the lazy boy in the lounge, because I was basically, struggling to recover from it. But I was also attached to a machine because I had a massive hole in my stomach, a deep hole that had, I don't go into details. Yeah, here's the pictures. No. So there's only so much TV you can watch, so much books you can read and things like that, movies you can watch again. And so I just, I didn't Google, YouTube Football Manager. And yeah, Lojo popped up. I watched some of his content, his Lower League Legend. I enjoyed that. Through him, I got recommended Loki Doki, so I had a look at his videos, and instantly it was like, wow, okay, this guy is great. This is funny. This is really good. He seems like a decent fella. You watch a bit of his streams as well, and just followed him, had a look at his channel, and he had a how to YouTube playlist. I think it's still there. And yeah, I went through that playlist, watched every episode, and it was like, oh, yeah, okay, I wouldn't mind doing this. Even if, the thought pattern was just to help my recovery, get me through until I'm fully fit to get back into work sort of deal, because I knew it would be a couple of months layoff.
Albazuri, good cross, too deep, but Lockie gets it, crosses it in. Go off, Church, we'll take it any way we bloody well can.
I say now, and a lot of content creators say is, but how do you start? I don't have this, I don't have that. You just start by starting. Whatever your computer's got, whatever you can. So yeah, my computer, an old PC, Windows Movie Maker, I think it was called. That was my editing software. I had a microphone from work, the old work that I had, and I just downloaded OBS and basically went from there. I don't remember what I used for thumbnails, but I think it was Paint or something anyway. So that was it, and that's how I started. Loki Doki is really the inspiration and the reason I am content creating now. So that's either thanks Loki or damn it Loki, what did you do that for? Nah, they're all good. Whose content do I enjoy watching? Well, apart from the aforementioned, there's a massive list. Okay, and I'm gonna purposely leave off a few just because otherwise I'm gonna keep going. So we'll start off with my definitely must watch and two great content creators who I follow religiously, and that's the truth. And that is BobbyGaming and Bood FM. Two entertaining blokes that there is. Absolutely love their creativity. I love their styles. Just fantastic guys. Bood FM's Manchester Central is what pulled me in and got me hooked, and also Bobby G's Journeyman series that he did, but then also his San Marino one that really, whoa, Benedetti got me going. And those two, go and check them out. We want to start with Bood. He's got Denton Villa doing another series. Bobby G, he's going to be doing We Are Twat, Up the Twat. He's doing a Journeyman series. Well, no, a Twat Creator Club one for FM20. But definitely, if you want to go and check out his videos series as well that he did for last season of San Marino. Other guys, look at my channel, and in the description there's a list of my recommended. But off the top of my head, I'm just going to mention the Northman. I really like his lower league management ones he does. Captain Beardyman, good content creator. Really enjoy what he did with Mike Bassett and his beta saves as well. Oh man, Sudas, good to have him back in the fold as well. Or come back if you like. Billsy, still doing FM19. Bro, I'm waiting for you to do FM20. Get in there. And there's some great content creators in terms of YouTube there. Also, the Target Man, he's also a member of the FMC Discord that I am. Does really good YouTube. There's also, there's FMC YouTube. Got a plug. And Tequatista. The list just goes on and on, Han Minster Young has come back, so it's really great to see him there. He's been releasing a guide to each of the Premier League clubs during the beta, as well as attempt to mend Woodward's wrongs. So check those out. And any other business? Well, that was pretty much it, I guess. Help me out. I'm only a small, tiny channel. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, and comment down below. How's that? Comments are something I love getting. I really do, and I enjoy it, and I just I like to respond because one of the things I want to try and grow in with this as a community where there's a lot of interaction between myself and my viewers. It's always hard when you start. So, and trying to get that going. So, if you want to comment, just comment down below. Feedback of any kind, just, hey, comment down below. If it's constructive criticism, no problems at all. Or if you just want to send me a DM on Twitter, and just, if you don't want to be so public about it, that's fine. Positive or negative, I take it all on board, and it's always a learning experience. That's what we're doing here, trying to grow for, I never thought I'd get to this stage. FM19 was so great for me. So I basically just want to say, thank you all. If all of you, all the subscribers, new and old, and all the supporters, all the guys from FM Creators. I'm a member of the Discord there, part of the admin team there, the Twitter team, and also on the podcast team. Go and check out their podcast. We do a weekly podcast released every Sunday evening in the UK, and it's a really great growing podcast. And I'm not just saying that because I've been the special guest a couple of times, or on the team, but because it is. I don't often listen to many podcasts, but I do find it enjoyable. I do like watching it. And also the other content creators that you will find in the FM Creators Discord. Go to their Discord channel, FM Creators. You can search them for Twitter and find the links there as well. Or in my Twitter bio, there should be a link there too. There is links in my YouTube videos. Go and check them all out. Some brilliant streamers and brilliant YouTubers as well there. And well worth the lot. I've just got to put that plug in there, right? But the community as a whole, FM is a great community overall. Some really fantastic fellows. You can reach out generally to even the big boys, and they'll be more than willing to help, And that's what I think makes our community really special. So yeah, a big shout out to each and every one of you content creators as well. Thanks to the Custard Project as well. I was thinking Custard Square in my head because I like custard squares. But thanks, for allowing me an opportunity to jibber jabber on your channel a little bit, and hopefully benefits come both our ways. All right, folks, I am Parkera. We'll leave it at that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed those three fantastic creators. Thank you very much to each and every one of them. If you liked what you saw for each and of any of those, make sure you go down into the description, and you will find links to each of those creators' YouTube pages. Also at the end of the video there will be links as well. There's links everywhere to them, so make sure you get along to their channels, make sure you watch some of their content, hit the subscribe button, interact on their channel, and get involved on their new series, whatever that may be. Big thanks to Bobby G also for getting involved in this. It definitely hugely helps when a larger creator comes along and kind of signs up to this. Hopefully we'll be getting a few more of those. I'm kind of trying to work on a larger creator for the Christmas episode, the Christmas special episode, so we'll see if I can pull that off. But yeah, until then, not until then because that's a couple of episodes away, but so I will announce on Twitter the next pair of creators. They're already lined up for episode 9, so make sure you check out that. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel to make sure you don't miss any of these showcase videos. As I say, go over to these other creators' channels and subscribe there. Share this video out on social media as well. That would be hugely helpful, just to get it seen and get these creators a few more views, a few more subs. Okay, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.